Good morning, 7th class friends. I hope you all are safe at your home. And after Diwali vacation, we are just starting our online classes. Okay. And earlier we already discussing about the chapter number 4, that is the heat. Okay. And we also discussed about the conductions. Now we are studying our new topic, that is convections. Okay. That is the convections. The process by which a heat is transferred in liquids and gas by actual movement of molecules is called convections. So our new topic is that convections, and in this convections, what is this definitions? Okay, heat transfer in liquids and gases by by actual actual movements of molecules. It means in this process, in this convections, the heat is transferred, but only this type of convection is possible in liquids and gases. And in this process, the actual movement of molecules, it means molecules generally actually move from one place to other to transfer the heat in liquids and gases. Okay. So what will be in this convections? Look, convection can take place only in liquids and gases, but not in a solids. This process takes place because the particles of liquid and gases are free to move. Generally, the particles in gases and liquids are free to move. They can move from one place to other place to transfer the heat. So why does convection not place in solids? In fact, the molecules of solid are held strongly due to strong molecular forces. It means why this convection is not possible in solid, because in their solid there is a no movement of such type of molecules to movement of heat. Okay, so because solid in the solid molecules are too much tightly packed, they are having a strong force of attractions in between that, and due to that the actual movement of molecules is not possible in solid, but in liquid and gases their such type molecules are free to move. That's why heat can be transferred from one place to another. So these molecules cannot travel to the source of heat energy, and therefore convection is not possible in solids. Now the activity 4.11, to show that transfer of heat by convections. First is requirement, like round bottom flask, you can see in this book. Okay, this is the round bottom flask with water. Place gently a crystal of potassium permanganate into it. Heat the flask with a small Bunsen burner flame. What do you observe? We observe that the purple colored solution rises from the place of heating, moves it a bit away, and moves down to the bottom of the flask. Okay. So for this procedure, we will fill two third round bottom flask. It means at least two third. It means the out of three, two part we will be fill with the water, and place gently a crystal of potassium permanganate. Okay, potassium permanganate, small crystal. We will keep them and heat the flask with a small Bunsen burner flame. What do you observe? We observe that a purple colored solution rises and from the place of heating and moves it a bit away and then moves down to the bottom of the flask. It means the small crystal of potassium permanganate can be heated inside that, and their color are just appearing, and it means starting from that and just mixing with the water. It means actually the movement is going from bottom part to upside, and then upside to the bottom part. Okay. This activity shows that in liquids, heat is carried from one part to another by the actual movement of the particles, i.e., that is by convections. How does the heat travel in air? In which direction does the smoke go? The air near the heat source is gas, hot and rises. The air from the sides comes in to take its place. In this way, the air gets heated. So, in this, what is the conclusion is for that? This activity shows that in liquids, heat is carried from one part to another. So, what is this process? You can see easily here. This is the round bottom flask, okay, and a small crystal of potassium permanganate, which is a purple in color. When we are giving the heat to that, and this color of potassium permanganate is just it is mixing with that particular water, okay, mixing with particular water, and this is showing that conduction is possible in liquids because when we are giving the heats to only this downsides, but the water is get heated of that hole, which we are not giving the directly heat to this upper part of that, and that's why the color is going to be a it is same type of uniform mix with the whole water, uniform mix with the whole water. So this is showing that the convection is possible in the liquids also. So in this way the air gets heated. Okay. Now to demonstrate the process of convection in air. Convection in air. A candle, a matchbox. A candle and a matchbox. Light a candle, keep your one hand just above the flame and other hand at the side of the flame. Keep your hand at a safe distance from the flame so that they do not get burnt. What do you feel? Do your hands feel equally hot? If not, which hands feel hotter and why? Okay. Do your hands feel equally hot? If not, which hands feel hotter and why? And the hand above the flame feels hot. The hands at the sides feels cool in comparison to. So look at that. One candle is there. We are keeping one hand here, our hand, and one hand we are keeping here. Okay. So you know about that. Directly, the air is the hot air is going to be upside from here. So that's why when we are feeling this hands is we are feeling too much hot in comparison to this one which is in the sideways. Okay. So do your hands feel equally hot? No, because which hands feel hotter and why? This one hot, this one which is we are placing at the above of this candle. The hand above the flames feel hot. The hands at the sides feel cool in comparison to the top. The reason is that on the sides there is a no convection and air does not feel as hot as at the top. So air does not feel as hot as at the top. Okay, it means at the top there is a too much feeling of hot, but here it is when we are placing the our hand that is not feeling too much hot like that this one. So what will be the conclusion we are getting from this activity? So look that. So look that there is a no convection in air does. So here there is a no convection such a type of and here it is a convection of air. So that's why we are getting the hot hands here. Okay. So these two properties are just showing that how any substance is getting the convection, getting the heat through the convection by liquid and gases. Okay. So next is in coastal areas, convection in air is responsible for interesting phenomenon, i.e., that is land breeze and sea breeze. Okay, in coastal area, convection in air is responsible for an interesting phenomenon. Land breeze and sea breeze. Gentle wind is called breeze. Gentle wind is called breeze. Two types of breeze blow in coastal areas: land breeze and sea breeze. So breeze means gentle wind. Okay, slow जो धीरे धीरे चलने वाली जो हवा होती है उसको हम breeze कहते हैं. So two types of breeze blows in: land breeze and sea breeze. Convection play a major role in maintaining a moderate temperature in place near the coastal areas during the day. The land warms up more than the sea and the hot air rises upwards. The land warms up more than the sea and the hot air rises upwards. To take its place, the cooler air from the sea moves towards the land. This convection current from the sea to the land is called sea breeze. Okay, this is known the sea breeze. And after sunset, land loses heat transfer from them. So, what is the sea breeze? We have to see from through the diagrams. Okay. Convection play a major role in maintaining a moderate temperature in place near the coastal areas. It means the coastal areas, okay, sea beach areas, where a moderate temperature. It means you are not feeling too much hot, you are not feeling too much cold. Okay, that is the moderate temperature can be happen in the coastal area during the day. Okay, it means during the daytime. Okay, daytime. The land warms. The land warms. Okay. So here it is showing about the sea breeze. This is the land area. This is the land area and this is the sea area. Okay. Sea area. Okay. So during the daytime, land air is just getting it means just getting hot and can be it means just leave that place of the land area and just taking the place of this, and this is the colder one. That's why the colder air will be go to the in the land area. So you can see that what is the diagram here. Here it is showing. I want to explain here like that. In the daytime, the land warms. Okay, the land warms more than the cool sea. That's why the hot air rises upwards from here, and this hot air rises upwards and go to the seaside. Okay, move to the sea from land to the seaside. Okay, this warm air and the cool air which is blow at the downside, which can be so goes to the warm area. So that's why the coastal areas here, the warm air are just rises up and the cool air is just take the place of that. So that's why we are not getting too much hot or too much cold during the at the sea breeze, during the sea breeze. And what will happen in land breeze? Look that. Okay, what will happen in land breeze? Look that. Okay, here it is like that. In the land breeze, when in the night time, okay, when in the night time, the warm sea and cool land. It means from the warm sea, okay, look, land loses heat faster than the sea water. So the water over the sea is warmer at night, and the warm air over the sea rises up, and the cooler air from the land starts moving toward the sea to take its place. The convection current from the land to sea is called land breeze. Okay, so this is known as land breeze. And what will be the happen in this, that in the night time, warm sea is going to be warm in comparison to more than cool. So in comparison to more than land, and that's why the warm air rises air, it just goes to the cool land, and the cool air is comes down to the warm seaside. Okay, so that's why we are not getting too much here. It is also we are feeling the moderate temperature, because the hot air, okay, from the sea, which is not perfectly hot but just come to the land sides, that's make a cool feelings, and the cool air which is here it is available, which is just blows from land to sea area. So this is known as the land breeze, because land breeze we are telling because some downside breeze are just goes to the or flows to the it is blows to warm side of sea. Okay, so these two things are known as or we have to understood about that diagram also. This is sea breeze and land breeze. Okay, so these two type of breeze are generally found in the coastal areas. So land breeze, why it is name is land breeze, because from the land it, देखिए लैंड की साइड से जो एयर है वो हमारी सी की तरफ जाती है, और सी की तरफ से जो गर्म जो हॉट एयर है वो हल्की होने के कारण ऊपर से होके इस तरफ आ जाती है. कि मोर कंफर्टेबली मैं एक्सप्लेनिंग. एंड इन द सी ब्रीज जो वार्म लैंड होने के कारण जो एयर जो है हल्की हो जाती है, वो तो सी की तरफ जाती है, और सी की तरफ से जो कोल्ड एयर है वो वार्म लैंड की तरफ आ जाती है. ठीक है, सो सी इज वार्मर एट नाइट, द वार्म एयर ओवर द सी राइजेस अप and the cooler air from the land starts moving toward the sea to take its place. The convection current from the land to the sea is called land breeze. Okay, now the radiations. So now the radiations. The transfer of heat energy from a hot body to a cold body directly without heating space in between the two bodies is called radiations, and the energy so radiated is called radiation energy. So radiation energy means the transfer of heat energy from a hot body to cold body directly without heating space in the between two bodies is called radiations. The radiation is the fastest mode of transfer of heat from a hot body to cold body. Radiation means like sun radiations we are getting from the sun. So this is the fastest mode of hot body to a cold body temperature. Okay, heat energy may reach us as a conduction or convection, but this is not true. The following reason prove it. The heat cannot reach us by a conduction because air is a very poor conductor of heat energy. So heat energy, it means heat cannot be reached by conduction. Okay, so conduction is not possible in the radiations. Okay, through the radiations, because air is a very poor conductor of heat and energy. The heat cannot reach us by convection, as the hot air rises upwards and not the sideways. If a cardboard is put between us and the source of heat, we do not feel hot. This is the sufficient proof that air does not get hot by convections. It means if we place a one cardboard in between us and the hot object, then we are not feeling too much hot. This is showing that convection is not possible because air we are not getting directly from that. So it means from that hot object. In fact, radiation process does not require any material medium. For example, the vast space between the earth and the sun is vacuum. Vacuum is no air places, okay. A space which contains no molecules of matter. Yet the heat of the sun reaches us, and when somebody absorbs it, temperature is raised. It means if we are keeping some objects in the sunlight, okay, then we are continuously that object is continuously get hot and heated because the heat of the sun reaches that object and may get be heated by that, okay. So when somebody absorbs it, its temperature is raised. Now the absorption and radiation of radiant heat. When a body absorbs radiant heat, its temperature rise. It means if any body is it means if you are sitting directly nearby any fire, okay, any fire is here, and you are just sitting there. After some time, you are getting too much hot, okay, because you are getting the heat in the form of radiations, okay, in the form of radiations. Whereas a part of it can be reflected, it is the absorbed part of the body which is going to raise the temperature of solid body. Let us see what kind of bodies absorb or radiate heat better. Okay, what kind of bodies absorb or radiate heat better. So look, activity 4.13. To show that a black body is a better absorber or radiator of a heat than a white body. To show that, it means how the white body and the black body is showing that any substance is hot, it is a good absorber heat or not. Okay. Black painted a tin can. You can easily see here. This is the black tin can. This is a white tin can. Okay. So I am studying here. Look. Okay. Reading here. A white painted tin can. Both cans are of the same size. Both are the same size. A wooden block. We will take one wooden block. Look that. This is the wooden block. Two thermometers. These are the two thermometers, and a rubber cork. Rubber cork it is at the upside. So these four things we are taking to explain that any black body is a better absorber of heat or not. Okay. Take a black painted tin can and white tin can, both same size, and place them on the two wooden blocks. We already just maintained. Pour equal amounts of water in both the tin cans and fix thermometers in them with the help of rubber corks. Initial temperature are noted. Keep both the cans in bright sunlight for 1 hour. Okay. After that, we will fill in with the water. Okay. Same type of water, and it means now we have to place in the sun side. It means where the sunlight is coming, they are placed. After 1 hour, note down the temperature of water in both the tins again. What do you observe? You will observe that the water in the black tin can has absorbed more heat of the sun, and shown by the temperature rise in temperature. Okay, so we will see the black tin after 1 hour. We will see the black tin hot water isn't too much hot. It means in comparison to white tin can. So due to that, because the same type of sunlight is getting by the or absorbed by the both this can, it means the black and white, but black are the good absorber of heat. That's why in the black it means the black clothes, in black clothes generally we are getting too much hotness. Okay, so we are having the higher temperature. We will feel the higher temperature in the thermometer and lower temperature in the white tin can. But the temperature of water in the white tin can is lower than that of the black tin. This happens because the black body absorbs more radiant heat. Now heat both the cans to the equal temperature. Now it is black tin can and white tin can. Both we have to heat on the equal temperature. Keep both the cans in the room. Note the temperature after 10 to 15 minutes of both the cans. Does the temperature in both the cans fall by the same amount? You will find the black painted can show more fall in temperature. This happens because the black body radiates more radiant heat. Okay, so you will find that black painted can show a more fall in temperature. Okay, more fall in temperature, it means तेजी से उनका temperature down हो जाएगा, because black जो body है वो ज़्यादा heat को radiate करेगी. समझ में आया? जितना ज़्यादा absorb कर रहे हैं तेजी से, उतना ही ज़्यादा radiate भी कर रहे हैं. So from this activity we can conclude that black color objects both absorb and radiate more heat energy from in comparison to light color or white objects. Okay. So now the uses of good and bad absorber of good and bad absorber of radiations. Look, in the tropical countries houses are painted in white. This is because white color is a bad absorber of radiation and therefore the temperature inside will be a bearable. So tropical countries houses are painted as white because this is white color is a bad absorber. It means they are not absorbing good radiations. Therefore, the temperature inside will be a bearable. It means bearable means सहन करने योग्य होगा, ठीक है ना? The base of cooking vessel is painted black so that it absorbs more heat and hence cooking is fun. Generally, the base of cooking vessels, non-stick pans, okay, having the black coating, okay, because the black is a good absorber of heat and the cooking will be the fast. Uses of good and bad emitters of radiations. Okay, the metal surface of a teapot is shiny, so that tea is kept hot for a long time. Tea surface, okay, tea kettles generally have a hot shiny surface, so they are too much. It means they are having a longer to make the hot this tea. Now a car radiator is painted in black so that heat is radiated away quickly in the order to cool down the circulating water. So car radiator also is pointed black because to heat is radiated away. It means heat जल्दी से उसको निकालने के लिए, हीट को क्विकली पास करने के लिए उसको ऐसा किया जाता है ताकि कूल डाउन इन द सर्कुलेटिंग वाटर. The engine is therefore prevented from overheating, and engine is prevented from overheating, and due to that engine will be prevented from the overheating. Okay, if car radiator is too much taking hot, too much is the hot at that time, then it is the overheating conditions. Okay. Kinds of clothes we wear in the summer and winter. So what will be the above activity? You will know very well that. First is dark color surface absorb more heat. Dark color surface radiates more heat. Okay, dark color के जो ऑब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं वो ज़्यादा हीट को एब्जॉर्ब भी करते हैं और ज़्यादा ही हीट को रेडिएट भी करते हैं. लाइट कलर सरफेस रेडिएट लेस हीट एंड लाइट कलर सरफेस एब्जॉर्ब लेस हीट. लाइट कलर के जो होंगे वो लेस हीट को एब्जॉर्ब भी करते हैं और लेस हीट को ही रेडिएट्स करते हैं. So for the same reason we do not wear dark color clothes during summer. इसीलिए dark color clothes जो है we cannot wear it in the summer, and we are generally wearing in the summer time only the light color clothes. If we do so, we feel very uncomfortable during summer. Similarly, during winter we wear woolen clothes. Wool is a poor conductor of heat. In addition, wool traps a lot of air in between its fiber. Air is a bad conductor of heat, so it does not allow the body to lose heat during winter, so we feel warm. तो इससे जो है हमको वार्मनेस फील हो जाएगी. It is better to use two thin blankets instead of a thick one. Okay, दो जो thin blanket है उनका यूज करना ज्यादा बेटर रहता है in comparison to thick blankets के, because two thin के बीच में एक एयर का गैप बनेगा और वो आपको इंसुलेटर बना के रखेगा. ओके, इट मींस आपके लिए जो हीट है वो डायरेक्टली आपके पास में नहीं आ सकती. The two blankets can trap a layer of air between them, and we feel very comfortable during winter. इससे ज़्यादा हमको comfortable feeling होगा. Okay. In next online classes, we will study about the question answers. Okay. Thank you.